Oh my gosh, these people are so narcissist, so egocentric, so dishonest, not to accept who they really are, where their ancestral came from. And there come an old uh, white lady who doesn't know jack crap as well to say there were only blacks in America before. The old lady don't tap into the Akashic record, which is the ancient record of the earth, and she thinks she knows too much, and they doesn't. All of these people does not. Another, the Afrocentric here, the American Negroes, the American Indian, we were already here. You were already here where you were already then in Pluto, where you all come from. The Anunnakis brought you down to Egypt first, and after that went to the rest of West Africa and Central Africa. That's the thing. The Anunnakis are black. When they want to incorporate, they are black. They turn black, and they brought slaves. Slaves were these people. So they brought these people down to earth with them. So what happened was they found here albino, and what they fucking did was to go into labs and fucking mix race, understand? And turn and change melanin, the people here, the real people, which were the albino. I'm not albino, I'm a hybrid. I'm a mixed person. This were the tribe that the Anunnaki force met here less than 500,000 years ago. You don't understand why those other Anunnakis think that they know better. And they want to take Earth for them. And now because melanin is there is melanin connected with God. Which God connected with the devil and next? Which God? If you want a real God, you need to tap into the selenite or alba. There's a name for this crystal, which albatross. I don't know. It's no color. It has no color or just transparent. That's the real color of the force fucking beings in this multiverse. And I'm not talking about Earth alone, but the cosmos, the multiverse. You understand? Acephalus, or so far, so blur. Because I'm dealing here with retarded people in this earth. And I'm fed up. That's the first tribe here on earth, which the Anunnaki changed color. So why are you still punching into edge of your knife, of your razor? You're only gonna get hurt in the process in the end. Because you keep on tap on the same key and the same knife, and there's razor blade in there, and then you keep on punching, and you only get hurt because you cannot go against the truth. Those were the people. They were genocided. Okay? Anakims, wanting you or not. And them if you don't want, because I'm not these stupid white people. I'm not them. I'm not these albinos either. I am a hybrid. And it's worse than you can imagine. And they are not fishing, neither they meat, neither they beef. They are on the center of everything. And they don't like injustice. They are a part shadow and a part light. And they don't like injustice. Do you understand? Stupid beings. I'm not here low being for saying that on white on the earth, because it's too late to go back now. It's too late. because the albinos, the true primordial to this earth, has been eliminated. And nowadays, you all claim that to be an albino is to be in something that's anomaly. They say it's anomaly. It's a genetic malfunction, they will say, but it isn't. No, it isn't. It isn't that. They know the truth and they want to alter. And then come in a Cephalo-Asian accept. This Cephalo here who is only now, this Cephalo here who is just now getting into New Age disclosure. I'm not say spirituality. I am not in spirituality. I am, you can call me atheist, agnostic. I'm not anything. I don't do ritual. I don't pray. I do nothing. But what I find it very ironic is the fact that those people who talk so much about spirituality and lie and then copy other people and claim that they were the first to come with this. Hey dude, before you came here into the picture, there were many people that talk about the stuffs. Andrew Bassi. Who else? That blonde man from Brighton. What's his name? David Walk. No. I forgot his name. Who talk about reptilian a lot. That one and many others were already talking about this stuff. Okay, so this dude come here and talk and think that he knows too much. Melanin isn't a pigment, it's a tina for God what God did. First of all, the dude is so these people they are dual, you see. They are bipolar, they don't even know what they are on about. First they say that the Anunnakis are not God, that the Anunnakis are manipulating here, and then now he is, even if unconsciously and indirectly, defending the Anunnaki acts. And what was his acts? His act was of changing the people here through labs work. You know, they would mix it because they want to make a new earth. So this earth would have the sun hotter, the solar flare will be hotter, and the climate and the temperature would be increased. So they needed the melanin because they have melanin in some part of the other space, the outer space. I've seen black people coming here, and someone's laying here. There were black people. It was 2021, 2020. They were making battle. They use ashes on their forehead and one loin clothes, and they were bare chested, and they were battle each other. And when he saw me, one of this short, big tummy man, sorry, stout, not stout, but a bit like sloppy. He saw me here. He came floating towards me. As he came, he peeped me. He was peeping behind the curtain. And then I sensed him, so I asked him who you are. And he said, I'm from another galaxy. So I asked him, were you fighting? Do a battle? He said yes. Then he was interested actually in my granddaughter, who now was like 12-year-old. He was interested in her. Okay, so he asked me something, but I forgot about this thing that I've seen. My granddaughter was now half asleep together. When this man, this shorty man, black man, short black man, saw that I was aware of him and I keep on asking questions and he didn't like the question, he went off. He was an Anunnaki. What else? Anunnaki. Alright? Anunnaki. And so what they did was they contributed to their lineage, their genetics marks, changing the people who were already here. Genocide, forced the albinos, the genocide in mass, so that they will claim control to the earth and ownership to the earth. So what they did was created hybrids like us. They created hybrids with more melanin, because now they intended to make a much hotter earth, a tropical earth. Before there was no such thing as tropical earth. There is more toward this cold, because the albinos, they could take it. So this man is a fraud and he's a fake. Talk about the fake, genuine, original, fake. Of course the fake, because for Anunnaki is all about replica. I asked about them, this fake brown tribe, and now they answered me. The spirit is a whisper of a profound journey, one that weaves through the mists of time and across vast landscapes. The present day brown, see? Why would they say otherwise? The present day brown. Why would they say brown if want another, if there wanted another? The present day brown. Why? Because before there were those ones, yeah, who want brown, and they were the primordial. I'm not saying that they own maybe giant Lemuria, Sumeria. I'm not saying that, but the Atlanteans, the Americas, which was some part of Europe, up to Greece, up to the Mediterranean, which is now Mediterranean Greece. Do you understand? Oh, so far, so blur, so obscure yet. No, you know the truth. But you know it, but no, it's not enough, because you don't want to acknowledge. But it will go against your ego, your thirst of invasion. Invade other people's country, other people's continent, and after that you turn around and say, not when the white people who invade first, invade Africa, invade Oceania, up to now. Of course, the ones that is in Australia, maybe, yeah, in Australasia, or I mean in Oceania, which is the same as Australasia, which were before the Pacific. The white people I think they should go back to Americas in Europe, part of Europe. Because that one belonged to the Anunnaks now, the Atlanteans. And as for Africa, oh, don't worry, the whites no more has no right there, because the blacks took over everything by now. But the blacks are still trying to take back, which doesn't belong to them, because they are Anunnaks. Alright? They try to take back the Occident, because the white man is a fool. Get that? I say I'm white. I'm not black, I'm not Asian, but I'm not white. I'm nothing, I'm just hybrid. And I'm not also quite mixed, I am nothing. So the spirit is whisper of a profound journey, one that waves through here. The Albanese back to ancient peoples across the Bering Land Bridge from Maja. Hey, hello, invaders, dishonest people. Is it not enough? Huh? Here, from me, hey, hello. I make it very big. Hey, you don't see? Hey, hello, here, Asia, ASIA. What's that? Huh? What's this spelled here? Asia. Right or not? During the last ice age. Okay? Approximately 15,000 years ago. Oh, the ice age. So after all, the ice age conquered again. The Anunnaki came, turned the place tropical, some place tropical in Nahora, went back to their pigsty somewhere else. And what happened? Earth Gaia say, screw! I'm gonna turn this place again to ice as it were before. Screw it, and I bring more ice age. Do you understand? Approximately 15,000 years ago, this migration was not merely a physical journey. It was a non spiritual, between parentheses, odyssey of invasion to take over the albino's land. The primordial Atlanteans people. Filled with trial and tribulations, these early inhabitants adapted to diverse environments in North America. Oh man, how I love people to hate me because I get stronger. The more they hate, the more I get stronger. Your hatred feeds me. So, filled with trials and tribulations, these early inhabitants adapted to diverse environments in North America. So here, like they did this one, they did store their culture, their cultural customs, their attires, their dressing code, their shamanic ways which come from the Celtics and Druids. Okay, and they were really a true blue steward to the earth. They took care of the forest without trying not to kill anything, unlike the ones who lives there today. They kill animals. They kill wild animals. They have no respect. All respect they have is for their damned stomach and their ego, and their pleasure to eat dead flesh and the poor wild, silvestre wild animals in extinction. And still they joke about it. They make fun of the protection for the wildlife. They make fun here in Brazil. They do that in Brazil. The so-called native, the brown native, the original people of the land. Only that they aren't. So sorry to break the ice. Or to break your ego and then deflate your ego with the needle of truth. So sorry. On that I'm not. Okay, here's the Ibema people who tries to protect, between parentheses, the ecosystem and the environment and the wild animals, so as not to get it into extinction. And they are against logging, illegal log in Brazil. This is in Brazil, okay? And these people who come from Asia, who has Philippine and Chinese faith, who has Chinese, Japanese, and other faces, they try to resist it and go against it. Okay, and they make a irony against this IBEMA, this which is a center for is a protection of wildlife and illegal logging in the forest. Where's the Asian people, the Aborigine, the so-called native? Where's them? They are not protecting. They are helping others to destroy the land, the forest, okay, to remove wood, to log, to do logging for others, to sell it and get monetary financial gain from it. This is guys here is work for this the Wildlife Protection Center, okay, IBAMA. But they all go against it. All do see, the Islam mentality people, the evil ones, the Anakins, all goes against it, the IBAMA. Because they want to continue destroying the forest, the animals, etc. The other people who are mixed race in other part of Brazil already has stopped killing these wild animals. They have stopped already. But only those others here, they don't want to, and they are resisting and make funny. Yeah, let attack and let kill. Jaguar attack fishermen. So what? And then he's here. What the indigenous people do when they meet a jaguar? Well, what he said, he take an axe and then he go for the kill. Weren't them not supposed to protect it? Huh? No, they kill and they remove the skin. Look at here. Here, he cut on porpils. He cut on porpils because he thinks he owns Americas and owns Brazil, and he don't. That place belongs to the twiscars, the albino tribes. Those are invaders, squatters. Squatters. This immense, this big stomach full of parasite dude, he is supposed to be in jail. And he do this with a very skirmish look, you see? He's making funny. And what he do when he meet no-Asian people, what they do with the people? They kill. And there's a story where they actually they eat this boy. It was a 16 to 15-year-old mentally deficient boy. He was like autist and mentally deficient. So the boy, because he didn't know better, he invaded one of these people land, and he was caught, killed, and cooked and eaten. Okay, look at the creature's stomach full of worms, parasites, because they eat just anything that moves. Does it ring a bell where they come from? You should know, right? And here is him on purpose, felling tree. Okay, felling trees on purpose. He do this to show that they own Brazil and they don't own. When the Arabs came later, when they genocided all the white albinos, later I will go there. When the Arabs came and then took over, came as a Portuguese and Spanish, Iberian people, they claimed that these people invaded their land and that the ancestral war there was, but it's a lie. The ancestral came from Asia around 1,000 years ago, no more than that. No more than that. It was 1,000, not even 15 to 10,000 years ago. It's a lie. They came recently there, and that's why they are still like this, living, destroying the land. Anyway, if you live also in the urban area, you are also destroy the land nevertheless. But this one is not respecting the animals and the trees. They really cut it down, you know. They are not sane as you have portrayed them to be, as you have pictured them. They are not sane, and they are not an angel. They are devils. This is bomb. They do have a chance to plant. They are too lazy. Their bomb is too lazy to work, to go for a plantation and a work. They want to live from the government, by social service, and they can fish. You see, they can fish, but they don't only fish. They kill all the wildlife. Could be the turtles, tortoise, and many other animals like capybara and many other animals of the land. They eat all of them. They destroy all of them. They send to extinction all of them. And maybe even cats and dogs. Who knows? Look at here. Eating the poor tortoise. Tucanaré or ice tucanaré. There is one, I think he removed the video whereby he killed the poor thing, the heart pumping very hard for him not to eat. He take a giant rodent inside the trees and he went after him to kill. The poor thing was so scared of him, but he ended up eating. Look at here. The fat, the liver already spoiled, filled with parasites inside, and still the shorty, sloppy, big stomach man don't learn. Disgraceful man. There's many other clip of him killing these animals, the wild animals. It's not because they need. No. This is on purpose. This is on purpose. They want to find pleasure to see blood and destroy the forest. They derive pleasures in doing that. I know the white man also is crap. They also do that. The blacks and the whites also do. They go about and they hunt animals. But those are the hybrid whites and not the ancient albinos. Semana Santa means Good Friday. We're not supposed to eat meat, but you can go ahead and eat meat unless it is not from the forest, you idiot, you fat bum. Just don't eat from the forest. Go there to the market and buy chicken, slaughtered chicken or beef and eat. Eat because you're not a Christian. You're not supposed to, but you cannot go around and kill, you idiot. But because you are an idiot, it's already in your genes to be an idiot, then you'll do that. Aqui, jabuti. Jabuti is another animal, another kind of like marsupial or rodents, large ones from the jungles of South America. Oh my God, the miserável. Esse miserável takes the poor thing have a heavy baby and he's ironizing and laughing for killing one poor pregnant turtle. Pregnant no, she was carrying egg.
From being in 740. Saudade, hein? Então eu vou preparar aqui pra vocês verem. Tracajá, tem o jacaré
Do fat speak português, do fat.
aqui também. Cara, vocês sabem que aqui na aldeia, pô, vivemos de caça. Ó, com o que eu peguei aqui com a flecha. Esse aqui, pô, quebrou. Atirei um grande aí, jacaré.
Work, nobody want to go work, huh? But killing is good for you. But work, nobody want to work. Want to raise chicken for eggs, plant cassava, or plant veggies and fruit, nobody wants, huh? But to kill, you are clever for it. Look at the poor thing killing. He's supposed to go to China where his ancestral come from. He will go do well there. Kill just anything that moves about. Poor turtle. Poor terrestrial turtle. Tortoise. The miserable being even
Pessoal, má notícia pra vocês aí. Infelizmente, esse cachorro aqui engoliu algo que não deveria ser engolido, tá? E vou ter que sacrificar esse animalzinho aqui, esse cachorrinho.
this threat need to be reported. He's making fun, because there's no law in this crappy place of Brazil. He's on purpose. He's killing animal. He is going to kill the animal on purpose para satisfy. Oh. Suas his test. Isso é criminoso, this is a criminal. Psicopata. E isso é o tipo de pessoas que esse miserável, that this is the type of people that this is so called white stupid fools, like in many others. Esse go tem que ser denunciado porque nessa Where you are, Billy? Espere. I'm going to make a video. He do this porque he think he has no law there. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to let everybody see. And I'm going to tell the truth. He's going to kill the animal por pills, you know.
Planning to send your kid to
O bichinho
university?
tá. Dor por dengue estrêmbolo e fifia.
Cara, tá muito... A carne dele tá muito dura, mano. Quase. Quase, tira isso aí. A porra do voo. Eu falei que ia tirar, hein? Não deixou. Agora me agradece, me agradece.
Ele mesmo que amarrou o animal. Por que ele amarra? He placed the animal into distress, under distress, so on to make it like drama and repercussion, like make people come and visualize, so to get likes and visualization. That's how it works with Islam mentality people. You know, the inferior people. They using animals so as to monetize at the cost of the animals. This animal is supposed to be taken away from him. What kind of idiots would do this to an animal other than a psycho idiot? Be it from wherever he comes from. Only a true blue idiot will put an animal through all this, you know. Make the animal go through all this was to get visualization. I thought he says here sacrifice. He say I will sacrifice him. But I don't know whether he did kill the animal at the end and didn't show and then eat. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, if there in that country there were real good laws and the laws against the against cruelty to animals, this bum here would not do this. This sloppy bum would not do such thing. Now let's continue talking about this splendid people. So as I said, he put the animal through distress, placed the animal under distress so as to get visualization by tying up the animal this way and insert a nail into the poor thing mouth and later use a screwdriver so as to take it away. This is a form of animal abuse. This fatty here, he's very psychopath and he need to be taught a lesson. Whoever harms an innocent animal and whoever defends psychopaths like this one need be taught a lesson. Whoever, you are a coward, you are a gay, and you are a weak coward. You wouldn't do this to a man much larger than you, but you would do only to children, animals, and elderly. Okay? You are a coward. Whoever do this towards animals. Them rich cultural traditions and ancestral wisdom they have in their disperse. Bull crap. Those are tramps. As you delve deeper into this lineage, consider the sacred connection this ancestor forged with the. Oh yeah, I'm seeing. Yes, I'm seeing. Each river, mountain. Yeah, I'm seeing. All destroyed by them, and valley hold stories waiting to be uncovered by those willing to listen. Now I have 17% of these people. Okay, 17% on my DNA makeup, and I have about 90 Africa in total, 9 to 10%, mostly 11% mark, but that is the entire Africa north, more north, and some west Africa. I do have, okay, more north. That's, I would say 10%, 9%. The spirits remind us that these individuals were not just migrants, but still, I'm saying, yeah, nothing better than the witness, the evidences of today, of the present day. Huh? The present days teach us all, like I'm seeing here. Yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, I'm seeing. So, but still world of nature who develop integrate relationship with their surround to kill, to destroy. Their legacy is imbued with resiliency against colonization. Colonization what? Of the true owners, of their, not say the true owner, but the ancestral, now hybrids, who return to claim back the land. Is it what you are talking about? Besides those who came first in the name of Cristobal Columbus and many others, were not even whites, but rather Middle Easterners, alright? And North African, Assyrians, Phoenicians, etc. From the ancient Sumeria. So with resiliency against colonization efforts which sought to erase their identities. They didn't, yeah, they sought to erase, look at here. Sought to erase, huh? Is this erasing? Is this erasing? Is this erasing? I don't think so. You are talking about BS. In exploring your core further, know that within each present-day Native American, they are not native, lies echoes of past lives intertwined with ancestors who invaded Americas and squatter and were squatters who navigate both hardship. Well, you go to people's land, you invade, you kill the original one, then you don't hardship or karma, hit their ass harder. What you want? A trophy for this? You invade people's land for BS sake and triumph. Disconnection are vital for understanding how culture evolves while retaining its core essence throughout generations. Embrace this knowledge as it is illuminate. I don't embrace as it illuminates path towards healing and reconnection with heritage, an essential aspect for all seeking truth in their roots amid this modern complexity. I don't care. I didn't like my father. I like this from my father, and he was an awful man. He was cruel towards the animal, towards his children, and towards his wife, who were my mother. He was a terrible man, and he had a lot of these people's markers in him. Terrible, terrible man. Like I didn't fully follow him. I took after my mother's genumas mostly. With his BVO. This is his BVO. the matriarchy line. He wants his B RB1. The Ashanti albino tribes now. Let's go to the albino tribes. Okay, albino tribes. The Ashanti albino tribes known for their rich spiritual practices and deep connection to the land faced the immense challenges that reverberate through time. Yeah, if invasion, squatters come from Asia, these tribes were once vibrant communities. Once before the invasion came in with the Genghis. These tribes were once vibrant communities deeply rooted in the wisdom of nature and ancestral teachings. I believe that these people are the true said word of nature. Yet their existence was marred by a series of catastrophic events. Of course, the Anakin Satan come in. What to expect? The arrival of foreign invaders. Foreigners invaders. Yes, the foreigners invasions. Yeah, the foreigner invaders. This one is already mixed with other people, Spanish. You can see from the face. Now it's Spanish, Arabic Phoenicians, and Assyrians. This one also mixed with Middle Eastern. You know nothing. I hate people who think that they know so much. So these tribes were once vibrant communities deep. So by way of catastrophic events, the arrival of foreign invaders disrupted their harmonious way of life, see? Leading to conflicts that decimated the population and fractured tribal unity. You see that? Who wanted to change the identity of the who? Who want to change the identity? Who want to decimate the who? Who did it decimated and genocided the who in history? Who? Of course you not care about it. Because you are not smart enough, you are not wise, and much less a good character. If you don't have a good character, and you are not intelligent, and you are not honest enough to accept what's true. The ancient pre-Asian albino tribes of the Americas, pre-Asian invasion. The ancient pre-Asian invasion albino tribes of the Americas, often referred to as a white, or light-skinned indigenous groups, hold a deep and complex history intertwined with mystical energies and spiritual legacies. Those were the true spiritual beings. They wouldn't harm an ant, unlike the swans here. They wouldn't harm an ant. Okay? An ant. Yeah, Trump, and this you are right. These tribes were believed to possess, history intertwined with mystical energy and spiritual legacies. These tribes were believed to possess unique attributes, both physically and spiritually. They were beautiful. They claimed that they exuded an aura of splendor, like they were from another world. And those other, the brown one, they were the Anunnaks. They come from Sirius. So these tribes were believed to possess unique attributes, both physically and spiritually, which made them revered in various various cultures. Their pale skin when seen not merely as an anomaly. Yeah, like they say nowadays, being albino is an anomaly. And hey, the African, the Asians, how they hate it. But they wish to put cream to become like them, or at least try to, don't they? But they hate them. But as a sign of divine favor, they hate for them to exist, but they don't hate to have a skin like them. How ironic is that, huh? And why would some African like Ghana's in many other part of Africa kills albinos for their parts? They 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 cut them, cut one of their limbs, might be a hand or arms, and then they make black magic because they believe that they have power. You see how they know? You see how they hold the enchanted bands? How they hold the history of the earth? They know. And those so-called page or chieftain from these people, they also know the truth. But they want to, they want to lie about it. They know the truth. You see, they know. They know about who were their first. They know very well. Their chieftain know. Ask their page or whatever is called chieftain, they know. And though Indians all know nothing, them people. No wonder their country and their continents all invaded by these people. Because you're stupid. You are stupid, this is what you get. You're a native word lady. You are a mix of Arabic and the Asian. Liars. Kids think this one look like, let me see. It's a bit of India from India and Southeast Asia. Saudi Asia is Southeast Asia. Bingo! I'm crack on it to tell who you all are and who are your ancestral. And this idiot here, he knows nothing. Get fooled by the other people. No wonder their land been invaded, their continent being invaded by these people from the east. And this one native what you are Saudi and Southeast Asia, mix of India, from India, the true Indians from India, and Southeast Asia. This one a mix of Arabic and Arabic in Southeast Asia a little bit, but not much. It's a mix of India, Persian, and Southeast Asia. And still claim to be what she's not. No shame, you know. No shame. Saying the people don't look for their place, have no shame in their face. Lie. Lies, lies, lies. And the fools, the idiots, all believed them. These tribes were believed to possess unique attributes, both physically and spiritually, which made them revered in various cultures. Yeah, like the blacks want to take the albinos parties and make black magic because they believe that they have power. Their pale skin was seen not merely as an anomaly, but as a sign of divine favor or connection to celestial realms. Yeah, to the alabaster, the stone alabaster, and selenite, right? If you didn't know, now you know to who the albinos are connected. Now you know, fools. I cannot stand the crooked people and stupid people. Really, I can't. As time progressed, these tribes faced significant challenges due to environmental changes, and the Anunnakis bring the hot sun, the solar flares wants to eliminate them, and the encroachment in the squatter, the squatter who come in, squatter of more dominant cultures with Genghis Khan that sought to assimilate or eradicate their existence. I'm going to repeat for the Dumbo. As time progressed, this tribe faced significant challenges due to environmental changes and the encroachment of more dominant cultures that sought to assimilate or eradicate their existence. The spirits whisper tales of resistance. Some individuals from these communities became shamans and healers, using their gifts to bridge gap between worlds. So the invaders became shamans and healers. So the spirit whisper tales of resistance, crossment of more dominant culture that sought to assimilate or eradicate the existence. So the invader come in, the brown people from Asia. So and they try to assimilate. No, they don't try to assimilate. They try to genocide and take away their culture and eradicate the existence. The spirit whisper tales of resistance. But the albinos, they resist, the twiscars, they resist. Some individuals from these communities became shamans and healers. I think the invader become shamans and healers. So now they take it for themselves. They don't want to accept that this come from the albinos. You see? And that's why they hate albinos. You see, in their culture, and as well as the blacks and Asians, they don't like it, albinos. Albinos in this place, in this community, is outcasted. They are viewed as outcast, and they are avoided. I see one man in Japan on the train, on the metro. He tried to bring an albino out, push an albino, but the albino is Japanese. But just for being an albino, he pushes the man out. And then you know what they put there? Japan man pushes away foreigner. Only because the men have silver hair and a pale alabaster skin. He sees him as an outsider, a foreigner, not to be accepted. When they were there first, why you think that there is the cases of recessive genes? Why people are born albinos in all races? And I say race because the human is not a race, it's a species. A dog, cat, bear, cow. A dog, cat, cow is a species. They are animal. We are human. Okay, so a species. So why there are albinos in all species, even among animals? Did you ponder about it? No, your racism won't allow you to, because your ego is bigger than your balls and your teeth. You understand? That's the truth. I only speak truth. I don't care who is gonna hit. So the spirit whisper tales of resistance. Some individuals from these communities became shamans and healers. Yeah, these are the copycats, known as copycats, using their gifts to bridge gaps between worlds, both human and spirit, in search of harmony amid chaos. So they tried the one who was left behind was eliminated eventually. So the others take over them. There's a kind of a clone. Do you know the clone when they are evil spirit, when they take over bodies? They do this, they eliminate that one and take over. This one's a takeover that happened in America. In your exploration of this past, understand that remnants of these tribes can still be felt today through certain rituals and practices that echo their beliefs in nature's sacredness. I see, yeah, I know. In Europe, it come from Europe, force and the chaos. And some copycats try to emulate and say it's theirs, don't they? Wear the collars, wear all this kind of things, stuff. Only that the Twisker did not wear this animals thing. There was more made of other kind of material from the earth. Could it be stone? It's mostly crystal. They love the crystal and minerals. It was not made by trees or animals, because they did respect, unlike somebody, unlike some people. They once resonated the mountains. So, you see that? In your exploration of this past, understand that remnants of this tribe can still be felt today through certain rituals and practices that echo their beliefs in nature's sacredness. They honored the earth and the living entity. See, they were the true steward of earth. They honored the earth and the living entity, akin to Gaia's nurturing energy. As you delve deeper into your own ancestral connections, yeah, and I have to defend my ancestral. I have their spirit, and I have to defend them. I put my father ancestral outside, and I take my mother ancestral. Into your own ancestral connection. Consider seeking out places where echoes of their stories resonate. The mountains they once rumored, or rivers they revered, as conduits for understanding their legacy. Soon there will be the losers, the die-hard losers, who will make a video to counteract all this that I'm saying by claiming that the Twisca war actually, there are no next war like that, but they weren't. There are no next war dark skin when they had the need to incorporate into a human vessel. Ultimately, while many aspects faded into obscurity, following invasions and migrations over millennia, they migrate throughout the Americas and a part of Europe as well. Over the millennia, the essence still remains alive within the Earth's memory. The essence remains alive within the Earth's memory, and periodically when they put things, they try to come as albino. They reincarnate as albino, and even so, they have to go through so much trial, so much hatred and bully and abuse, be it in Asia, Africa and among these people there and the tribal people who went to Americas. I reminded that every tribe carries forward its wisdom through generations, like whisper on the wind, waiting for those who are tuned and know to listen. So beware of what you hear from these people, for these Anakins are not always true. These Anakins always pulls the fish for their side. They always steer the curry to their side as well. Okay? And as long as I'm here, I'll tell the truth for the sake of justice. Because one of my ancestors, long time, millions of years ago, was here on earth. And they had to go through a lot of trials, a lot of sufferings, a lot of invasions. And now come this Anakins here to talk. Yes, only now, only that right now I'm not one of my ancestors, I'm different. And I came equipped with different attributes and different knowledge and different traits. I am totally different. I'm not as submissive and passive as they are. Unfortunately not. For I am an hybrid. They claim that they exuded an aura of splendor, like they were from another world. And those other, the brown one, they were the Anunnaks. They come from Sirius. So these tribes were believed to possess unique attributes, both physically and spiritually, which made them revered in various cultures. Their pale skin when seen nothing more than an anomaly. Yeah, like they say nowadays, being albino is an anomaly. And hey, the African, the Asians, how they hate it. But they wish to put cream to become like them, at least try to, don't they? But they hate them. But as a sign of divine favor, they hate for them to exist, but they don't hate to have a skin like them. How ironic is that, huh? And why would some African like Ghanas and many other part of Africa kills albinos for their parts? They cut them, cut one of their limbs, might be a hand or arms, and then they make black magic because they believe that they have power. You see how they know? You see how they hold the ancient bands? How they hold the history of Earth? They know. And those so-called page or chieftain from these people, they also know the truth. But they want to, they want to lie about it. They know the truth. You see, they know. They know about who were there first. They know very well. Their chieftain know. Ask their page or whatever is called chieftain, they know. And though idiots all know nothing, them people. No wonder their country and their continents all invaded by these people. Because you're stupid. You are stupid. This is what you get. You're a native white lady. You are a mix of Arabic and the Asian. Liars. Kids, this one look like, let me see. It's a bit of India from India and Southeast Asia. Saudi Asia is Southeast Asia. Bingo! I'm crack on it to tell who you all are and who are your ancestral. And this idiot here, he knows nothing. Get fooled by the other people. No wonder their land been invaded, their continent being invaded by these people from the east. And this one native Saudi and Southeast Asia, mix of India, from India, the true Indians from India, and Southeast Asia. This one a mix of Arabic and Arabic in Southeast Asia a little bit, but not much. It's a mix of India, Persian, and Southeast Asia. And still claim to be what she's not. No shame, you know. No shame. Saying the people don't look for their place have no shame in their face. Lie. Lies, lies, lies. And the fools, the idiots, all believed them. These tribes were believed to possess unique attributes, both physically and spiritually, which made them revered in various cultures. Yeah, like the blacks want to take the albinos parties and make black magic because they believe that they have power. Their pale skin was seen not merely as an anomaly, but as a sign of divine favor or connection to celestial realms. Yeah, to the alabaster, the stone alabaster, and selenite, right? If you didn't know, now you know to who the albinos are connected. Now you know, fools. I cannot stand the crooked people and stupid people. Really, I can't. As time progressed, these tribes faced significant challenges due to environmental changes, and the Anunnakis bring the hot sun, the solar flares wants to eliminate them, and the encroachment in the squatter, the squatter who come in, squatter of more dominant cultures with Genghis Khan that sought to assimilate or eradicate their existence. I'm going to repeat for the Dumbo. As time progressed, this tribe faced significant challenges due to environmental changes and the encroachment of more dominant cultures that sought to assimilate or eradicate their existence. The spirits whisper tales of resistance. Some individuals from these communities became shamans and healers, using their gifts to bridge gap between worlds. So the invaders became shamans and healers. So the spirit whisper tales of resistance. Crossment of more dominant culture that sought to assimilate or eradicate the existence. So the invader come in, the brown people from Asia. So and they try to assimilate. No, they don't try to assimilate. They try to genocide and take away their culture and eradicate the existence. The spirit whisper tales of resistance. But the albinos, they resist, the twiscars, they resist. Some individuals from these communities became shamans and healers. I think the invader become shamans and healer. So now they take it for themselves. They don't want to accept that this come from the albinos. You see? And that's why they hate albinos. You see, in their culture, and as well as the blacks and Asians, they don't like it, albinos. Albinos in this place, in this community, is outcasted. They are viewed as outcast, and they are avoided. I see one man in Japan on the train, on the metro. He tried to bring an albino out, push an albino, but the albino is Japanese. But just for being an albino, he pushes the man out. And then you know what they put there? Japan man pushes away foreigner. Only because the man have silver hair and a pale alabaster skin. He sees him as an outsider, a foreigner, not to be accepted. When they were there first, why you think that there is the cases of recessive genes? Why people are born albinos in all races? And I say race because the human is not a race, it's a species. A dog, cat, bear, cow.